here in Mountain Iron for a game that was originally scheduled for this evening at Moore Stadium in Eveleth, but winter came and the ground isn't frozen. They didn't want to plow the field at Moore Stadium. That would have torn it up. And they moved the game to Mountain Iron here. And I believe there's going to be another, right? There's going to be another game after this. Greenway Nashwauk-Keewatin plays here this afternoon as well. But this is the game that was originally scheduled for this evening in Eveleth. We're in Mountain Iron. We'll have a 1 o'clock kickoff at this relatively new Mountain Iron-BUHL field.
This afternoon, Section 2A football game between the International Falls Broncos and your Eveleth Gilbert Golden Bears. Introducing the starting
Matt Schulberg with the public address announcement of the starters.
At defensive end, senior number 78, Christian Hauptnagel. At tackle, senior number 64, Cody Jensen. At tackle, senior number 75, Jack Maxwell. At defensive end, junior number 58, Gavin Lovelace. At linebacker, junior number 24, Diego Christensen. At linebacker, junior number 13, Ben Glowak. At linebacker, senior number 34, Riley Larson. At cornerback, sophomore, number 10, Tucker Hell. At cornerback, senior number 12, sophomore number 12, Kristen Thompson. At safety, senior number 27, Bryant Koenig. And at safety, senior number 4, Cullen Rain. Head coach of the Broncos, Seth Edestad. And now for your Golden Bears. Beginning with the defensive scout of the week, number 20, Sam Troutwise. Check that, that's the offensive scout of the week. Defensive scout of the week, number 12, Griffin Goshen. Introducing the offense for the Golden Bears. At left tackle, junior number 52, Carter Flanagan. At left guard, senior number 76, Evan Harris. At center, junior number 53, Brendan Pionk. At right guard, junior number 78, Nate Nemeth. At right tackle, sophomore number 63, Braden Grahak. At tight end, junior number 46, Will Bittman. At wide receiver, sophomore, number 24, Griffin Trumpetich. At wide receiver, senior, number 81, Carson Sortdahl. At fullback, senior, number 33, Tommy Schlottek. At running back, senior, number 16, Jake Sickle. And quarterback for the Golden Bears, senior, number 11, Brandon Lynn. Golden Bears assistant coaches, Sean Stryer, Dan Goshen, Ryan Wallace, Jake Fowles, and Nick Miller. Head coach of the Golden Bears, Mr. Derek Mulner. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise, remove all headwear, and stand at attention as we honor America and those who have fought to protect our freedoms with the playing of our national anthem.
real slow. Zoom on.
At Mountain Iron-BUHL Field in beautiful scenic Mountain Iron, Minnesota, the Eveleth Gilbert Golden Bears take on the International Falls Broncos Section 7-2A football. The Golden Bears are 0-2. They lost to Mora 51-0 in the season opener in Eveleth, then lost to Greenway Nashua Keewatin 32-7 in Coleraine last week. The Broncos are also 0-2. They lost to Moose Lake Willow River in the season opener 56-6, then lost to Mesabi East last week 12-6. These teams are in Section 7AA with Moose Lake Willow River, Crosby Ironton, Mesabi East, Royalton, and then these Golden Bears and these Broncos.
Umpire Kyle Lampa, linesman Ray Podominic, line judge Jay Thomas, referee Mr. Paul McDonald.
We've got a socially distanced press box here in Mountain Iron, masked up. I don't know who these people are. I think I probably know you guys, but I can't really tell exactly. Now I know. That's the expression I normally get from that one. I know who he is. Hello to you too. Let's hope the Golden Bears come out number one in this game. Golden Bears and Broncos in Mountain Iron. Nice field. You ever been to the Mountain Iron-BUHL field? This is a couple of years old now. Normally, the home of the Mountain Iron-BUHL Rangers, who aren't playing. A COVID-19 outbreak has suspended their games. Kickoff taken by Jake Sickle. Sickle at the 30 to the 35. He'll make it to the 40. Shoved out of bounds at about the 43-yard line. Good return, good field position for the Golden Bears starting off this third game of the 6-game regular season.
Golden Bears will take over 1st and 10 on their own 44.
1st and 10 from their own 44-yard line, the 0-2 Golden Bears and the 0-2 Broncos. Starting on offense for the Golden Bears, Brandon Pionk is the center. Evan Harris and Nate Nimick are the guards. Braden Grahek and Carter Flanagan are the tackles. Will Bittman is the tight end. Carson Sortadal and Griffin Krumpetich are wide receivers. Brandon Lind is the quarterback within the backfield. Tommy Schlottick and Jake Sickle, and back to pass. The left-handed pass collected in by Jake Sickle. He's across midfield. He's got a first down in Bronco territory at about the 40-yard line.
Number 16, Jake Sickle. He's knocked out of bounds by number 16.
So a good play there, Jake Sickle. Takes the Lind pass for about a 16-yard gain.
First down for the Golden Bears on the Bronco 40-yard line.
And it's 1st and 10 for the Golden Bears. Second play of the game. Schlottick goes in motion. He's the fullback. Sickles the running back. He's stopped behind the line of scrimmage, a loss of about 1. On defense for the Broncos across the line is Christian Huffnagel, Cody Jansen, Jack Maxwell is 75, and Gavin Lovelace is number 58. The linebackers are Christensen, Glowak, and Larson.
Loss of 1 on the play.
Number 10 is Hell. He's a cornerback guarding Krumpetich here, along with Thompson, Rain, and Koenig in the defensive backfield for the Broncos. Low snap. Lind has it. Back to pass. Some pressure. Pass dropped. Intended for Jake Sickle. Had a couple of yards to run if he'd have caught the pass. It's going to be 3rd and 11 for the Golden Bears.
Result of the play brings up a 3rd and about 11 for the Golden Bears.
to do something. Third and about 7 for the Golden Bears. Lind is the quarterback. In the backfield is Schlottig. Lind is back to pass. Under pressure, he's sacked.
78-75.
Inside the 20 to the 18-yard line, Lind is sacked by Christian Huffnagel, the senior, quickly into the backfield, putting the pressure on, and it brings up 4th and long for the Golden Bears.
18 for the Golden Bears.
And the Golden Bears will punt.
Tucker Hell back deep.
Tucker Hell will be standing at about his own 48-yard line. Jake Sickle will punt for the Golden Bears, trailing 8-0, 4:43 to go in the first. Quarter. Is that right?
We're still on now.
Okay, we're on now. Timeout. Golden Bears with 4:39 to go in the first quarter. Broncos lead 8-0. The International Falls Broncos took the 100-mile trip south on okay roads for midwinter here. Well, it's mid-October, but winter has hit. This game was originally scheduled for 6 o'clock tonight at Moore Stadium in Eveleth, but there's snow on the field. The ground is not frozen. They didn't want to plow and tear up the field, so the game was moved here. Nothing was happening in Mountain Iron on the field for this afternoon. There will be another game this afternoon. Greenway Nashwauk Keewatin plays Two Harbors here in Mountain Iron, a 4 o'clock kickoff for the Spartans. It's their homecoming. Home anymore with the pandemic. Whistles blow. Another flag as the Golden Bears, after the timeout, are preparing to punt.
Motion on the Golden Bears.
And after the timeout, motion penalty against the Golden Bears. They'll move it back. Just gives Sickle more room. Tucker Hell will move up to about the 50, where he'll await the punt. Broncos scored at 7:37 left in this first quarter. It's 8-0. Huck Tucker Hell drops the ball, called a fair catch, drops it, and falls upon it.
Sickles' punt is muffed by
It
Hell,
is
who recovers.
Hell with the recovery.
First and 10 on the Golden Bear 48-yard line.
And the Broncos have it 1st and 10 from the Golden Bears 48-yard line. Some technical difficulties here in the broadcast booth. Are we on now? I believe we are. I think we are. No indication that we are, but I'm just going to keep on going. Here is Ben Glowak. The left-handed pass tipped, and it flutters to the Mountain Iron-BUHL turf. And it falls incomplete.
Will Bittman at the line of scrimmage.
That was Glowak's 5th pass of the game. He's 3 for 5. He's going to keep it here, and he's across the 45 to the 44-yard line. And he fumbled the ball. The Golden Bears players say they have it. The Golden Bears have recovered the ball. Glowak with the quarterback keeper fumbles, and the Golden Bears take over. 1st and 10 for Eveleth Gilbert, trailing 8-0 with 4:19 to go in the first quarter. Golden Bears have it on their own 42.
10 on their 42-yard line.
Brandon Lind, the quarterback. Tommy Schlottig, the fullback next to him. Wide to the right is Sortadal. Lind back to pass. And he's got his man a bit too far for
Pass intended for Bittman falls
Will Bittman, the tight end.
Koenig on coverage for the Broncos.
The intended receiver. He caught 5 passes in the opener against Mora a couple of weeks ago. Caught a long 45-yard pass against Greenway Nashwauk Keewatin last Thursday. Got the Golden Bears to the 1-yard line. Then Golden Bears scored on the next play. Here's Lind with a handoff to Schlottig, and he is upended at the line of scrimmage. Nice tackle by Riley Larson.
Tackle by Riley Larson. No gain on the play, brings up a 3rd and 10.
Third and 10 now for the Golden Bears. They took the ball over on downs. Schlottick hopping off, favoring his right ankle or knee. So Schlottick is out into the game in his place. Well, we do have, it looks like Griffin Doshin is in place of Schlottick. Back to passes Lind deep and jumping up along with Tristan Thompson was Will Bittman, and that's knocked away by number 12 Thompson. Koenig back there as well for the goal for the Broncos.
Tristan Thompson. There is a flag on
Couple of passes intended for Will Bittman, just fell incomplete on this drive. It's 4th and 10 for the Golden Bears with 3:24 to go in the first quarter. 8-0 Broncos. Both these teams 0-2.
Holding on the Golden Bears.
Golden Bear penalty, holding.
Check that. Holding on the Broncos.
Bronco penalty, holding.
10-yard mark out from the original spot brings up a 3rd and less than 1 for the Golden Bears.
Third and a short 1 for the Golden Bears. Keeper by Brandon Lind. And he's in the crowd. Where will they mark this? I don't think he got it. They're going to mark this shy of the first down. Maybe even lost a yard.
Loss of about a foot on the play brings up a 4th and about 1 for the Golden Bears.
Going to be marked at the Bronco 49-yard line. It's 4th and 1 for the Golden Bears, trailing 8-0. Lind gets the call. Doshin brings the call in to Brandon Lind. Schlottick still out. Was injured on a rush up the middle. Tackled by Riley Larson a few plays ago. Lind behind center. Pionk. Lind with the pitch to Sickle. Sickle stopped at midfield. He fumbles the ball, and it's picked up by the Broncos.
Fumble recovered by number 4.
Bronco football. They stopped Sickle behind the line of scrimmage on 4th down anyway. He fumbled the ball, and it's Bronco football. First and 10 from their own 48-yard line.
Play in the first quarter.
Ben Glowac's the quarterback. In the backfield, make that Riley Larson. Timeout, Golden Bears.
Second chart timeout of the first
Other
half.
games today, Greenway, Nashua, Keewatin versus Two Harbors here in Mountain Iron at 4 o'clock. We'll get out of here at about 3 o'clock. Then it's a homecoming game. How's homecoming during a pandemic? How do you do homecoming? Virtually. Then tonight, Virginia plays Mesabi East at Mesabi East at 7 o'clock. And in that game at Mesabi East, Virginia will be the home team. Yeah, the Virginia Blue Devils don't have a field anymore. The Miners Memorial Building is being redone. It's the new Miners Complex that they're redoing. No field for the Virginia Blue Devils, so they're playing here in Mountain Iron at Mesabi East. Golden Bears' Tommy Schlottick is being helped off to the bench away from the team. Still out here, but they're going to tend to him. He injured his right leg on a play during the last Golden Bear possession. Here's Glowack. There's Larson across midfield. He drags a player up to the 47-yard line.
Number 46, Will Bittman.
Will Bittman
About 4 on the play brings up
on the tackle. And it's 2nd and 6 for the Broncos. 4 receivers. Handoff to Larson. Larson across the 45 to the 44 to the 43. Close to a first down. Might be about 3rd and 1.
Griffin Doshin.
3rd and a long one coming up.
About 3rd and about 2 for the Broncos.
Wide left, Tucker Hell for the Broncos. Movement, nope, they're okay. Glowak back to pass. Pressure by Griffin Dosen. Glowak gets away. Glowak's going to keep it. He escapes the tackle. He's across the 40 and out of bounds at about the 37-yard line.
Glowak on the scamper. Knocked out of bounds by number 53.
That's a first down, Ben Glowak.
Brandon Pionk.
Goshen nearly had him behind the line of scrimmage, but it's 1st and 10 for the Broncos. Leading 8-0 with 1:31 to go in the first quarter. Hand off to Christensen. Christensen cuts left, goes right towards the sideline, and he is tripped up inside the 10-yard line. Maybe right at the 10-yard line, a big run for Diego Christensen.
Diego Christensen on the carry. Tackled by number 40, Nick Troutline.
He had 43 yards rushing last week, 37 yards rushing 2 weeks ago. Christensen picked up a big run there. He's in the backfield next to Ben Glowak, the quarterback. Tucker Hell is wide left. Christensen takes the handoff. He's across the 10 up to about the 7. Maybe a gain of 3.
By Bittman and Pionk.
Bittman and Pionk on the tackle for the Golden Bears.
2 on the play brings up a second about 8 for the Broncos.
2nd and 8 for International Falls, deep in Golden Bear territory. Glowak, left-handed pass to the goal line. Tucker Hell can't hold on, falls incomplete.
Tucker Hell falls incomplete.
Behind him was Griffin Krumpetich defending. And it's 3rd and about 8.
3rd and 8 for the Broncos on the 8. Check that, 3rd goal for the Broncos on the 8.
Seth Edestat is the head coach of the Broncos. His team is at the 8-yard line. Flags fly. Penalty against the Broncos.
False start.
Golden Bears head coach is Derek Mulner.
3rd goal from the 13.
They've been practicing. The Golden Bears practice this week at the curling club. Curling season opens on the 9th of November. The last regular season game will be November 12th. So they'll have that place to practice. It's a nice opportunity for the Golden Bears. Here's Glowak. The pass to Larson, diving in the end zone, just out of reach.
Glowak pass intended for number 34.
And that's incomplete in the end zone. It's 4th and goal.
For the Golden Bears.
Tucker Hell in the slot. Riley Larson wide to the left side. Couple of players out to the right. Thompson wide right. Glowak, the quarterback, looking towards the 10-yard line. It's a pass completed to Tucker Hell.
Glowak pass is complete.
But he's
number 10, Tucker Hell. He stopped short of the goal line.
Short on 4th down, and it's Brandon Lind on the tackle. Golden Bears take over on downs.
10 from their own 9-yard line.
Golden Bears start 1st and 10 from their own 9, trailing 8-0, with 41 seconds to go in the first quarter. In this 3rd game of the regular season for both these teams, a 6-game regular season. And then the playoffs. Both these teams 0-2. Broncos lead this one 8-0. The pitch goes back to Sickle. Sickle trying to outrun Glowak, and he's forced out of bounds by Gavin Lovelace and Ben Glowak.
Number 58, Gavin Lovelace.
And the clock stops at 26 seconds left in the first quarter. Tommy Schlottick starting fullback out of the game.
2nd and 11 for the Golden Bears on their own 8-yard line.
For now, injured on the previous Golden Bear possession. Wide right. We're assuming that's Nick Troutwine on the roster as 89. But here we think he's 40. Back to pass is Lind. Intended for Bittman. And it falls incomplete. Bittman.
Lind's pass intended for Bittman falls incomplete.
Also there was Cooper Grahek.
Number 4, Colin Rain on coverage for the Broncos.
3rd and 10 for the Golden Bears from their own 9-yard line. Took over on downs. 3 players wide to the left. Bittman wide to the right. Lind back to pass. Looking downfield for Bittman. Bittman runs underneath it. Off his right hand, it falls incomplete. Defended by Tucker Hell. And it brings up 4th and 10 for the Golden Bears from their own 9-yard line.
Broncos. Sickle back to punt for the Golden Bears.
Sickle will punt for the Golden Bears, standing in his own end zone. Left-footed punt, end over end, bounces at the 31. Good Golden Bear bounce to the 41-yard line. And with time running out in the first quarter, time stops at 3.7 seconds. Time stopped in Mountain Iron. Doesn't it feel like 2020 stopped sometime in March? And this game has ceased for a moment at 3.7 seconds left in the first quarter. It's Broncos 8, Golden Bears nothing. Broncos have the ball. 1st and 10 from the Golden Bear 41-yard line. Glowak, complete to Riley Larson. He's across the 40 to the 35, puts his head down and scampers up to the 33-yard line.
Larson, tackled by number 11, Brandon Lind. Gain of, call it 7 on the play, brings up a 3rd and 3 for the Broncos.
3rd completed pass from Glowak to Larson. Time runs out in the first quarter. That's it for the first quarter here in Mountain Iron. After 1 quarter of play, it's the International Falls Broncos 8, Eveleth Gilbert Golden Bears nothing. As the teams walk the other way, it'll be Bronco football 2nd and 3. Everything good? No technical difficulties now. All is well. All is perfect. It must be. I'm getting the signal that things are just as they ought to be. On a beautiful fall day in Mountain Iron, they moved the game, which was scheduled for Moorefield in Eveleth. So they said, nothing's happening in Mountain Iron. Let's play a football game on the turf. And that's what we've got. Kickoff was at 1 o'clock. There will be another game, 4 o'clock. Greenway, Nashua, Keewatin plays Two Harbors here. And then at Mesabi East tonight, Virginia plays Mesabi East, and Virginia will be the home team because Virginia doesn't have a home field anymore. That's torn up by the reconstruction or the new construction of the Miners Convention and Entertainment Center going on there in Virginia. I know some kids who play on the 3rd fairway and start the second quarter of play. They lead 8-0. Christensen with a short run. He is caught and stopped by Cooper Drawhack.
Number 85, Cooper Drawhack.
And close to a first down. They're looking. Is it a first down? Nope. It's 3rd and short. 3rd and less than 1. Glowak under center. He keeps it himself behind the center. And did he fumble? He fumbled the ball. It's going to be Golden Bear football.
46, Will Bittman of the Golden Bears.
Will Bittman recovers the fumble.
Golden Bears take over 1st and 10.
Second time today that Glowak has fumbled the ball away. And now the Broncos defense comes out. The Golden Bears offense will come out. The Golden Bears and the Broncos teams each take a knee as there's an injured player on the field, Braden Skifstad. He's a sophomore. Tommy Schlottick, starting fullback for the Golden Bears, was injured in the first quarter of this game. He's sitting out towards the end, towards it about the 20-yard line on a bench on the Eveleth Gilbert sideline. Skifstad walks off the field. And the Golden Bears offense will start here in the second quarter, trailing 8-0, their first possession of the second quarter. 1st and 10 from their own 28-yard line. Wide left is Sortedal. Sickle is off to the left side. Lind is the quarterback. High snap, grabs it with his right hand. Left hand pass. He's got Sickle, but the ball flutters out of bounds, incomplete. It's 2nd and 10 for the Golden Bears as the sun starts trying to poke through the fall clouds here in Mountain Iron. Bit of a breeze from right to left, the way the Golden Bears are moving here in the second quarter. The Broncos scored on their first possession of the game. It was Glowak, a 5-yard touchdown run. Tucker Hell with a 2-point conversion catch. And now 2nd and 10 for the Golden Bears. Movement, there's flag. Offside Broncos.
Outside Broncos. 5-yard mark off will bring up a second.
So they walk it up at 2nd and 5 for the Golden Bears from their own 33-yard line. Lind runs back to the huddle. Tackles. Bittman in the slot to the left side. Jake Sickle wide to the left. Lind looking back to pass. Some pressure. He has Sickle. Sickle has the ball. And he falls to the ground at the 41-yard line. A completed pass and a first down.
Number 12, Tristan Thompson on the coverage and tackle for the Broncos.
Griffin Krumpetich started for the Golden Bears today at wide receiver. Preston Rodberg out with a concussion, undergoing the concussion protocol. Here's Sickle wide to the left. Near side as you see it on Access 12 TV. Lind going to keep it himself. He's across the 45. He's across midfield. And he's thrown to the ground after a first down by Ben Glowak. One quarterback tackles the other quarterback. But it's a first down for the Golden Bears inside Bronco territory. 1st and 10 from the International Falls 46-yard line. These teams both 0 and 2. Golden Bears lost to Mora 51-0, then Greenway Nashua Keewatin 32-7. Here they've got a 1st and 10 from the Bronco 46-yard line. Sickle wide to the left side. Lind back to pass, looking to his right. The ball bounces in front of Grahek.
Lind pass intended for Grahek falls incomplete.
And it's 2nd and 10 for the Golden Bears.
Rain on the coverage for the Broncos.
Loveless, Maxwell, Jansen, Huffnagel across the defensive line for the International Falls Broncos. 2nd and 10, Sickle wide left, Sortedal wide right. Lind grabs the snap with his right hand, throws the ball with his left hand, bounces up in the air. It was tipped, diving for it was Krumpetich. It falls incomplete. It's 3rd and 10.
Cody Jansen falls incomplete.
Jansen got his hand on the ball,
Brings up a
tipped it. It's 3rd and 10 from the Broncos' 46-yard line. Golden Bears play on Halloween afternoon, a 1 o'clock game at Two Harbors, then versus Mesabi East. Where will that game be on Thursday, November 5th? Might be here, might be Eveleth. And then wrap up the 6-game regular season against Virginia at Virginia, wherever at Virginia is these days. 3rd and 10 for the Golden Bears. Lind awaits the snap from Pionk. Hands it off to Griffin Doshin, and there's nowhere to go. In fact, he might have lost a yard or two. So it's 4th and 10 for the Golden Bears from the 49-yard line of the Broncos.
Loss of about 3 on the play brings up a 4th and 13 for the Golden Bears at the Bronco 49-yard line.
Sickle back to punt.
Sickle back to punt.
Hell back to receive. He'll be standing at about his own 13-yard line. Here's the Sickle punt. That's a good one. Hell grabs it at his 12. He's up to the 15, to the 20, to the 25. He'll make it to the 30 and the 35 and to the 40-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds by Jake Sickle, the punter.
Returned by Hell, who's knocked out of bounds by Sickle.
About a 24-yard
take over 1st and 10 on their own 41-yard
punt return.
line.
What do we have, guys? Are they offside? Okay, it's 1st and 10 for the Broncos from their own 41-yard line. This is Larson stopped at the line of scrimmage by Will Bittman and others.
Tackled by Bittman and Flanagan. Short gain on the play brings up a 2nd and about 9 for the Broncos.
Gained about a half a yard, 2nd and about 9 for the Broncos. Hand off to Diego Christensen. Gets past Flanagan. He gets to the 50-yard line where he's knocked down.
Stops just short of the first down by number 81, Carson.
Gain of about 9, gain of about 8 actually. So it's 3rd and 1 for the International Falls Broncos. There you see he's knocked down at the line, at the 50-yard line. Nose of the football on the 50. Receivers, 2 right, 2 left. Glowak going to keep it himself. He's fumbled twice. Here he's holding on tight as he fights his way to the 40 to the 39-yard line. That's a 1st down.
Tackled by number 76, Evan Harris. Gain of about 14 on the play. Enough for a Bronco 1st down. 1st and 10.
Big gain for Glowak.
39-yard line.
Broncos lead 8-0 with 8:07 to go in the first half. Glowak hands it off to Christensen. He makes the 40 to the 35. And he cuts it up to the 30-yard line before he's knocked down by Sickle.
Gain of about 9.
Sortidal in on the tackle as well. Sortidal's a returning starter on both sides of the ball for the Golden Bears. 2nd and 1 for the Broncos. Christensen next to Glowak. Glowak looking to his left. Fakes. He's got a man wide open at the 5-yard line.
Christensen's pass is complete to Hell.
Tucker Hell.
Number 16, Jake Sickle on the tackle.
With a big gain down inside the 5-yard line. There's Tucker Hell looking back, caught it at the 5, falls to the 2. It's 1st and goal for International Falls. Christensen in the backfield. Cody Jocelyn takes the snap. He's the backup quarterback. Hands it off to Christensen, who's tripped up just short of the goal line. So from the 1, it's 2nd and goal for the Broncos. That was Jocelyn, the quarterback, 15. Now it looks like 13's back in there. He's Ben Glowak. Christensen's number 24, the running back next to Glowak. Glowak's going to keep it himself, and he is Stopped short of the goal line.
Stopped short of the goal line by a host of Golden Bears.
Looked like he had a hole there, but that hole closed up quickly by the Golden Bears.
And goal from inside the 1 for the Broncos.
There you see he tried to cut it north and was stopped. It's 3rd and goal for the Broncos. The line pushes forward, and it's Glowak with a touchdown. His 2nd rushing touchdown of the day for the Broncos. That one of less than a yard. So a 1-yard rushing touchdown for Glowak, and that makes it 14-0 Broncos with 6:20 to go in the first half. And the Broncos going for 2. Glowak hands it off to Christensen. Christensen finds his way into the end zone for the 2-point conversion.
Into the end zone to convert on the 2-point conversion. 6:20 to play in the first half. Broncos 16, Golden Bears 0.
Glowak with a 1-yard touchdown run. Christensen rushes into the end zone for the 2-point conversion. It's 16-0. Broncos lead with 6:12 to go. 6:09 to go in the first half. Air on the side of the clock running. Tommy Schlottick was injured in the first quarter for the Golden Bears. He's on the bench way down at the end of the field at about the 20-yard line, the table down there. He's, looks like he's thinking, he's removing the number 33. So he's out in his place. Griffin Dozian has been in the game on offense for the Golden Bears. 16-0 Broncos lead. These teams both 0-2 coming into this one. In Section 7 AA, it's Moose Lake Willow River leading the way at 2-0. Crosby Ironton, Mesabi East both 1-1. Then the Golden Bears, Royalton, and the Broncos winless entering today in Section 7 AA. Ball taken by Troutwine at the 35 to the 40 to the 44-yard line.
Troutwine on the return. Tackled by number 78 of the Broncos, Christian Huffnagel. Golden Bears will take over 1st and 10 on their own 44-yard line.
Do we know that's Troutwine? We're assuming it's Troutwine because I said it, right?
I'm going for what you're telling us.
Okay. I'm going by what. I'm going to blame Christy Lang. Nah, we're going with that. Here's Lind with the pass, and it's broken up, intended for Will Bittman. Glowak breaks it up. 2nd and 10 coming up for the Golden Bears. Entering the game, Troutwine, Grahek. Troutwine gives the play to Brandon Lind. He'll be behind Brandon Pionk, the center. Across the line, Harris and Nemec, Flanagan and Grahek. Bittman is the tight end. He's off in the slot to the right. Lind takes the snap. He's under pressure, gets the pass off. Broken up, almost intercepted by Ryan, but it falls incomplete. That brings up 3rd and 10.
34, Riley Larson. Brings up a 3rd and 10 for the Golden Bears.
Golden Bears have a volleyball match on Monday. It'll be, it's not on the schedule. If on that schedule you have on your refrigerator, it's not listed. It's going to be Golden Bear volleyball against Chisholm on Monday. Chisholm's 4-0. They met in the season opener of the volleyball season. Here we have Sortadal, wide left, Linz back to pass, under pressure, escapes that guy, escapes the next man, and from the 35-yard line he throws downfield, intended for Sickle, but that falls incomplete. Well, Lind escaped heavy pressure by the Broncos to nearly complete the pass, but it falls incomplete. It's 4th and 10 for the Golden Bears. From their own 44-yard line.
Sickle back to punt, held deep to receive for the Broncos.
Sickle will punt for the Golden Bears. Tucker Hell standing at his own 24-yard line. Low snap. Sickle's just got to pick it up and take the punishment there. 4 Broncos knock him down. It's the 29-yard line.
Recovered by Sickle, who's tackled by Glowak and number 58 of the Broncos, Gavin Lovelace. Broncos will take over first.
So that's an unfortunate turn of events for the Golden Bears, and it's going to be Bronco football deep in Golden Bear territory at the 30-yard line. Glowak hands it off to Christensen. Christensen plows his way to the 26-yard line, gain of about 4.
Tackled by Flanagan.
Flanagan in there on the tackle.
Brings up a 2nd and 6 for the Broncos.
I think Pionk was in on the tackle as well. Wide right for the Broncos, Tristan Thompson. In the slot, Cullen Rain. Glowak's pass to Tucker Hell. Gets past a man, gets past another, down to the 10, tripped up at the 5, and he's into the end zone.
Glowak pass to Hell.
Or is he? Knocked out of bounds at the
2-yard line.
about the 2.
Trout line.
Well, Hell took it behind the line of scrimmage. Escaped a tackle, finally knocked out of bounds inside the 2-yard line. The Broncos, 1st and goal. Diego Christensen puts his head down and rushes in for a touchdown. Diego Christensen scoring. $22-0 now. Broncos lead with 4:54 to go in the first half. And the Broncos will go for 2. Center Cody Jansen snaps to Glowak. And easy 2-point conversion there to Cullen Rain.
4, Cullen Rain.
Can I be any more wide open?
So a Diego Christensen 2-yard touchdown run, a Cullen Ryan 2-point pass conversion, 24-0 the score. Broncos lead here in Mountain Iron on the turf on a cloudy day, 32 degrees at game time. Feels about like that. It hasn't warmed up any, we know that. And probably not going to get any warmer until April is what the forecast is, I think, right? Is that about what the forecast says?
Maybe May.
Maybe May. That's what they say. Hope you got your leaves raked up. Or what's the difference? They're covered up by now anyway, right? You rake them in the springtime. The Broncos will set the ball down on the 40-yard line. Jocelyn, the kicker, also backup quarterback. He's a sophomore. Troutwine deep for the Golden Bears, standing at his own 15-yard line.
Back to the Golden Bears.
And Jocelyn approaches the ball. Troutwine awaits it, picks it up on the run at the 22. He's up to the 30, 35, 36-yard line.
Troutwine on the return, tackled by Jocelyn. Golden Bears will take over 1st and 10 on their own 36-yard line.
Is there a halftime show today, guys? Any of you guys doing anything?
Halftime show.
You are. I do hear the cheerleaders out there. The Broncos cheerleaders are out there, and they're putting on their show. That's good to see, good to hear. Here it's 1st and 10 for the Golden Bears from their own 36-yard line, trailing 24-0. The pitch to Sickle, around right end, and he gets about 4 before he's knocked out of bounds.
Knocked out of bounds
By Ben Glowak. Ryan also there.
Golden Bears.
40.
No, there's no halftime show. We can't do those things. I don't believe. There's a small crowd. A few International Falls folks came. I believe the home teams are allowed 150 tickets. The away teams 100. We don't have that many sitting in the stands today. Just a few people scattered here and or there. Here it is 2nd and 6. Lind back to pass. There's pressure, and he's sacked. He is sacked by Christian Huffnagel. Second sack of the afternoon by Huffnagel. And it's going to be 3rd and long for the Golden Bears.
Loss of about 14 on the play brings up a 3rd and about 20 for the Golden Bears.
Number 78, Huffnagel, a couple of sacks this afternoon. Third and 21 for the Golden Bears. Wide left is Sortadal. Sickle is out there on the left side as well. Flags fly.
Delay on the Golden Bears.
Delay of game. And they walk it back towards the Golden Bear goal line. 3rd and 26. And Sortadal off to the left. There's Sickle off to the left as well. Will Bittman wide right. Lind looking Bittman's way. Bittman trying to race under the football that falls incomplete. Defended there by Tucker Hell. Bittman's got about 6, looks like maybe 8 inches on Tucker Hell. Hell's a good cornerback out there. And a good wide receiver, too, on the other side of the ball. 3:47 to go in the first half. In Mountain Iron, it's International Falls 24, Eveleth Gilbert nothing. 4th and 26 for the Golden Bears. Sickle will be back to punt, and Hell will stay in Golden Bear territory at the Golden Bear 46 to receive. Line drive, end over end. Bounces over Hell, and a good roll for the Golden Bears. It'll be down at the 25-yard line.
50-yard punt by Sickle is down on the Bronco 25-yard line where they'll take over.
Broncos take over on their own 25, leading 24-0. Broncos play versus Virginia in International Falls next Friday, October 30th. Then the day after that, the Golden Bears will play at Two Harbors, a Halloween afternoon game up on Lake Superior. Here's Glowak, takes the snap. Diego Christensen takes the handoff. He's spun around at the line of scrimmage. He gets a first down and more at the 40 to the 45, trying to outrun Troutwine. Troutwine finally gets Christensen inside Golden Bear territory at the 45 to the 44-yard line.
Struck down by
Diego Christensen with another big run. He scored the most recent Bronco touchdown, a 2-yard run. Here was a big run into Golden Bear territory, and it's 1st and 10 Broncos from the Eveleth Gilbert 43. Christensen's in the backfield. 2 receivers out to the right, 2 out to the left. Glowak keeping it himself, and he cuts it upfield. He's stopped by Jake Sickle after a short gain.
Very short gain on the play, tackled by Bittman and Sickle.
Gain of 1, 2nd and 9.
Brings up a 2nd about 9.
Thompson and Ryan out to the right. Man in motion, that's Koenig, and he takes the pitch. And he avoids a tackle in the backfield. He gets to the 40, a short gain.
Knocked down by Brandon Lynn.
Koenig nearly stopped by Will Bittman behind the line of scrimmage. He escaped that tackle and crossed the 40 for a short gain. It's 3rd and 7 for the Broncos, leading 24-0 with 2:10 to go in the first half. 3 receivers out to the left. 1, Thompson out to the right. Christensen in the backfield. Glowacz looking left. He gets his man bobbling the ball as Ryan, but behind the line of scrimmage at the 41-yard line.
Loss of about 1 on the play.
So it's a loss of about 1. It's 4th and 8 for International Falls. They lead at 24-0 with 1:34 to go in the first half. Thompson wide right, Tucker Hell in the slot right side, Cullen Ryan out to the right side, Glowacz looking downfield, looking to his left. He's got his man Larson, but up to disrupt the play.
Glowacz pass intended for Larson is broken up by number 24, Griffin Crumpetich.
Is Griffin Crumpetich.
Will take over 1st and 10 on their own 41-yard line.
And the Golden Bears take over. $1:18 to go in the first half. Mountain Iron, it's International Falls 24, Eveleth Gilbert nothing. Broncos turn the ball over on downs. And the Golden Bears take over on their own 41-yard line. Sortidal and Sickle. And Crumpetich wide to the left. Lind keeps it himself. He's to the line of scrimmage. And a couple of more yards before he's stopped by Glowacz.
Tackled by
and Koenig also in there.
Number 58, Gavin Loveless.
Gain of a couple.
Flag on the play.
And flag on the play. Looks like they're going to walk right to left as you see it on Access 12 TV, Eveleth Vale Community Television, Channel 12. Nope, they're going to go the other way. Holding against the Golden Bears, I'm told. The officials today are Paul McDonald, Kyle Lampa, Davis Lampa, and Tavius Thomas and Ray Podominic.
10-yard mark.
And they walk the ball 10 yards the other way. And it brings up a 1st and 20 for the Golden Bears. Lind, the quarterback, looking downfield. Ball is nearly intercepted by Ben Glowacz. He falls backwards. The ball falls to the turf. And it brings up 2nd and 20 for the Golden Bears. Lind, Sortidal, and Crumpetich run back into the huddle. Brandon Pionk, the center, brings the team up. Wide right is Sortidal. Wide left is Crumpetich. Under center is Lind. The pitch goes to Sickle. Sickle behind a block. Then he's stopped at the 30-yard line.
Number 64.
Might have lost a yard on that one. Clock continues to run. 24-0 Broncos lead. 24 seconds to go in this first half. I don't think they have to run another play. And time will likely run out in this first half with the score Broncos 24, Golden Bears nothing. Playing in Mountain Iron at the Mountain IRON-BUHL field. Rangers aren't playing these days. A COVID-19 outbreak caused distance learning for the Mountain IRON-BUHL schools. And that suspended sporting activities, so other teams are using the field, like the Golden Bears and the Broncos today. It is halftime in Mountain Iron. The Golden Bears trail the Broncos 24-0. Broncos took the opening kickoff, turned the ball over on downs, and International Falls scored on their first drive of the afternoon. It was a Ben Glowak touchdown run of 5 yards. Tucker Hell a 2-point conversion catch that made it 8-0 with 7:37 left in the first quarter. 6:20 to go in the second quarter. International Falls scored. Glowak a 1-yard touchdown run. Christensen a 2-yard 2-point conversion made it 16-0. And then with 4:54 to go in the first half, Diego Christensen scored on a 2-yard touchdown run. Cullen Rain caught the pass for the 2-point conversion, and that made it 24-0. And that's where we are now at halftime in Mountain Iron. It's International Falls 24, Eveleth Gilbert 0.
Next are sophomore Princess Hannah Beldo and sophomore Prince Brennan Mewich. Hannah is the daughter of Amy Milton. Brennan is the son of Mark and Allison Mewich. Junior Princess Joanna Westby and Prince Nathan Nemec. Joanna is the daughter of Jody Westby and Kelly Terrell. Nathan is the son of Joey and Stan Nemec. Now for our King and Queen candidates. Queen candidate Natalie Petron and King candidate Gavin Kokel. Natalie is the daughter of Tommy and Paul Petron, and Gavin is the son of Carrie and Brett Kokel. Queen candidate Addison Johnson and King candidate Andrew Terrell. Addison is the daughter of Dan and Corinne Johnson. Andrew is the son of Don Robillard and Jeff Terrell. Next is Queen candidate Gracie Thompson and King candidate Colin Hill. Gracie is the daughter of Kevin Roots, and Colin is the son of Jesse and Scott Hill. Congratulations to our 2020 Homecoming King Joshua Career Oberstar and Queen Maggie Landwehr. King Joshua is the son of Queen Maggie is the daughter of Stace and Cindy Landwehr. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your Eveleth Gilbert High School 2020 Homecoming royalty.
Happy fall from Mountain Iron-BUHL Field in beautiful scenic Mountain Iron, Minnesota. Halftime coming to an end. The International Falls Broncos lead the Eveleth Gilbert Golden Bears 24-0. It's homecoming for Eveleth Gilbert High School, the Queen this year, and the 2020 homecoming, which they didn't get the credit they deserve with, you know, the whole pandemic and all. But let's give Maggie Landwehr our congratulations. Maggie, senior at Eveleth Gilbert, volleyball player, is the Queen. Joshua Career Oberstar, the King. Chipper read off all those names really, really quickly earlier. I was hoping to write them all down, didn't get them all. But we congratulate all of them and wish it was better for them for a homecoming. But in the year 2020, nothing's better, is it? You'll have that for me. We'll go over that as we go. So congratulations, Maggie Landwehr and Joshua Career Oberstar. Thanks, Chipper, for that. It is 24-0. Broncos lead the Golden Bears. Golden Bears took the opening kickoff and then turned it over, and International Falls' first drive started on their own 35-yard line, and they drove down for a score. Ben Glowak, a 5-yard touchdown run. Tucker Hell, a 2-point conversion catch. It was 8-0 Broncos midway through the first quarter. There was no scoring again until 6:20 left in the second quarter. Glowak scored again, a 1-yard touchdown run. Diego Christensen, a 2-point conversion run, made it 16-0. And then at 4:54 left in the second quarter, Diego Christensen scored on a 2-yard touchdown run. Cullen Rain, a pass for a 2-point conversion, made it 24-0. That's where we stand now.
Andrew Terrell to kick out for the Golden Bears.
Broncos lead
for the Broncos.
The Golden Bears. Andrew Terrell, goalie for the Golden Bear hockey team, kicker for the Golden Bear football team, will kick off. Tucker Hell standing at his own 18-yard line, and he reaches out and grabs it at his 19, to the 25, to the 30, where he takes a knee in front of Jake Sickle. It's like you saw Jake Sickle there and said, that's enough for me. And it'll be first and 10 for the International Falls Broncos. They're going to mark it at the 32. Glowac's the quarterback. Wide right is Thompson. Hell is off to the left. Diego Christensen takes the handoff. Met after a gain of 1. Then he bowls his way up to the 35-yard line. So it's a gain of about 3. And it's 2nd and 7 for the Broncos. Anybody go out at halftime? Is it warmed up at all? Anybody know?
No.
Is it warmed up? Has it warmed up?
No, it isn't.
It's 32 degrees on October, what is it, 22nd? 23rd? It's about right, huh? I hear well, here we are. We'll go back to the football game. It's Brandon Lind, left-hand pass. He's got his man, but Will Bittman was right there. Tucker Hell was right there to put his left hand up and knock the pass down. Tucker Hell's a good cornerback out there. He's on Bittman. Seems every play that's intended for Bittman, Tucker Hell is there, and you see number 10 knock the ball down. And it brings up 2nd and 15 for the Golden Bears. Sortadal comes wide near side. Troutwine wide out to the right. Bittman off to the right side. Handoff and stopped immediately behind the line of scrimmage.
Sickle on the carry.
This is Jake Sickle.
Immediately by number 64, Cody Jameson.
So 3rd and long coming up for the Golden Bears. 8:52 to go in the third quarter. 24-0 Broncos.
Ball 4 brings up 3rd and 19.
These teams play in Section 7 AA with Moose Lake, Willow River, Crosby, Ironton, Mesabi East, and Royalton. Yeah. And you'll find them on the Northeast District White District. Yeah, that's what it's called now. Greenway, Nashua, Keewatin, the Giants, Two Harbors, and Virginia. Back to passes Lind. Left-hand pass over the middle, intended for Bittman. Nope, intended actually for Sortadal, but defended nicely by Bryant Koenig. And that falls incomplete, brings up 4th and long for Eveleth Gilbert. International Falls throws the ball pretty well on offense. They defend the ball pretty well on defense. Tucker Hell back to receive the punt at his own 41-yard line. Jake Sickle into punt for the Golden Bears. Nice high end-over-end punt. Fair catch called for and caught by Tucker Hell at the 43. 1st and 10. Broncos from their own 43-yard line, leading 24-0 with 8:14 to go in the third quarter. Golden Bears next play at Two Harbors on Halloween afternoon, a 1 o'clock game on Lake Superior. Broncos here, 1st and 10, leading 24-0. Pass, kind of a lateral to Tucker Hell. He's across the 45 to the 46, maybe the 47.
Is taken for a gain of about 4. Crumpetich on the tackle for the Golden Bears.
Crumpetich there on the tackle for Eveleth Gilbert. It's going to be marked at the 47-yard line. And 2nd and 6. Glowac's going to keep it himself after the fake to Christensen across the 50 to the 48-yard line. Short of a first down. It's going to be 3rd and short.
Tackled by a host of Golden Bears. Flanagan, Peon.
A host of Golden Bears. You never use the word host unless it's a football or a sporting event, do you? Never say, I see a host of people over there, just in general. Here it is, 3rd and short, movement and offside. And flags fly on the turf at Mount Iron. That makes it a first down for the Broncos. 1st and 10 from the Golden Bear 43. Broncos drive started on their own 43. Now they're on the Golden Bear 43. Thompson wide this side as you see it right. Looking left, Glowac has his man Larson. He goes up high for the ball, catches it, and he's stopped by a host of Golden Bears after a long pass. First down, Broncos inside the 20. You'll see Larson jump up high and grab it past the defender. And there he's stopped. It's 1st and 10 for the Broncos on the Eveleth Gilbert 19-yard line. Glowak handoff. Diego Christensen avoids one tackle. Can't get past Will Bittman.
Christensen on the carry. He slowed up by Grahawk and finished off by Bittman.
Second and 10 or so. Glowak looking into the end zone. Wide open is Tucker Hell. Touchdown, Broncos.
Pass complete to Tucker Hell for a Bronco touchdown.
Didn't zoom in at all.
Tucker Hell will be wide open towards the left corner of the end zone.
Boy, don't say it's wide open.
And he hauls it in for 6 points. It's 30-0 Broncos. Going for two. Glowak looking into the end zone. Finds his man Thompson for the 2-point conversion. It's 32-0 Broncos with 6:33 to go in the third quarter. How long was that, guys? 17 yards? Is that what's ball on 17? 17-yard touchdown pass from Glowak to Hell. So a 17-yard touchdown pass from Glowak to Hell. Thompson with a 2-point conversion pass. It's 32-0. Broncos lead the Golden Bears with 6:33 to go in the third quarter. Broncos made the 100-mile trip south on pretty good roads. They've been slippery this week on this early winter. But today they're okay. So they had a nice safe drive. They appear that they'll have a happy drive north unless the Golden Bears do something about it. Here is Jocelyn with the kick. Troutwine on one hop, grabs it at his 20 to the 25 to the 30, spun around and knocked down by Christian Huffnagel. Huffnagel, a good player on special teams and defense for the Broncos. And it's 1st and 10 for the Golden Bears from their own 33. First and 10 for the Golden Bears. Wide left is Troutwine. Wide right is Sortidal. In the backfield, Jake Sickle with the quarterback, Brandon Lind. Lind is under pressure, and he is under 3 Broncos. Among them, Christian Diego.
Loss of about 6 on the play.
From their own 29-yard line. And timeout on the field.
Timeout Golden Bears.
Golden Bears next play Two Harbors on Halloween afternoon in Two Harbors, then versus Mesabi East at Moore Stadium, presumably at Moore Stadium for that one on Thursday, November 5th. And the season, the 6-game regular season wraps up at Virginia, wherever at Virginia will be. Could be here, could be at Mesabi East, most likely here on Thursday, November 12th. Who knows? It might be on the third fairway of the Virginia Municipal Golf Course where there's football played on a daily basis. That's a sloped field. You know, you kick from the green down to the tee box and you have quite the advantage. that would be quite the deal.
Going to kids.
Right. Right. If only the hole went that way when you're playing it golf-wise.
When we played, we used to run uphill 40 yards for a touchdown.
Both ways. It is 32-0. Broncos lead the Golden Bears with 5:07 to go in the third quarter. The Broncos will next play versus Virginia in International Falls on Friday, October 30th, a week from today. It'll be a night game, though, at least on the schedule, that's what it says. 3rd and 14 for the Golden Bears. Lind to Troutwine. Troutwine makes it to nearly the 30. He is spun down and around by Christian Huffnagel.
Huffnagel, who brings him down
In on many tackles. A solo tackle. The Broncos will start 1st and 10, leading 32-0 from their own 28.
What's this program?
Receivers right and left, and this is caught by Diego Christensen. He puts his head down at the 35 and makes it up to about the 38-yard line.
Brought down by Pionk.
Pionk in on the tackle for the Golden Bears. That's a first down pass play, a short pass, good run for Christensen, who is in the backfield. A looping pass to Rain. He had it on his fingertips at the 40-yard line, but it falls incomplete. Defended by Brendan Swan. And there's a flag on the Mountain Iron-BUHL field turf against the International Falls Broncos.
Illegal shift on the Broncos.
Illegal shift. Okay. Chisholm in a volleyball match on Monday. Is that going to be on, Hugo, doing the volleyball match Monday? Chisholm's 4-0. They defeated Eveleth Gilbert in the season opener. Eveleth Gilbert's 1-3. They beat Renshaw just the other day. We had that on. Hope you tune that in on Channel 12 on the replay. That is Hall of Fame broadcasting right there. Here's Rain. He's got it. A long pass inside. 45-yard line. That's a first down. Glowak with the pass. Rain with the catch. And it's a first down for the Broncos.
First down at the Golden Bear 44-yard line.
Glowak hands it off to D.
2-yard gain on the play, brings up a 2nd and 8.
Receivers off to the right and left, looking right. Thompson has it at the 41 and caught right there immediately by Jake Sickle.
Throwback pass is complete to Thompson, tackled by Jake Sickle. Very short gain on the play, brings up a 3rd and about 8 for the Broncos.
3rd and about 8 for the Broncos, leading 32-0. 2:50 to go in the 3rd quarter. Fourth and about 8 for International Falls. So 4th and 8 for the Broncos. Ben Glowak takes the snap, looking downfield, looking right downfield over the middle for Tucker Hell, but he can't reach out and grab the ball. The Broncos turn the ball over on downs, and it's Golden Bear football.
Glowak pass intended for Hell falls incomplete. Golden Bears will take over.
Everyone agrees there. Sortidal is wide to the left side. Lind, the quarterback, awaiting the snap from Pionk. He has it, and he's going to keep it himself. Brandon Lind runs into a Bronco, then another, then another. Among them, Christian Huffnagel. Maybe a gain of 1 for Lind. 32-0 Broncos lead the
And that's the end of the third quarter.
Golden Bears. There you go. On this home as well. There are rules as to the number of tickets allowed in indoor events, sporting events, and anything else indoors, if there's such a thing as a choir concert anymore, or a play, or a speech contest. If there's such a thing as that, it would be 2 tickets per participant is what that will be, and that'll be in winter sports as well. On YouTube, Access 12 TV. Third and it falls incomplete. Brings up 3rd and long for the Golden Bears, who are coached by Derek Molnar. The Broncos, coached by Seth Edestad. Third and for the Golden Bears. Brandon Pionk, the center. Brandon Lind, the quarterback, off to his left, looking downfield. He's caught by Ben Glowak. Fumble into the end zone. And they call it a safety. Caught in the end zone. Behind the line of scrimmage.
Lind, who fumbles into the end zone, recovered by the Golden Bears.
And he fumbled into the end zone, recovered for a safety. And that makes it 34-0 International Falls. And now the Golden Bears will punt. Sickle will punt to the Broncos. With the score of 34-0.
That's the only line you have.
Sickle will punt for the Golden Bears to the Broncos with a score of 34-0 International Falls. Well, the flurries have stopped. That was enjoyable for a little while. Okay. Let's. Thompson is at his own 35 for the Broncos. Tucker Hell back there at the 35 as well. Kind of kicking into the wind. And it's a pretty good kick. It's going to bounce at the 42 and just stay right there. It's like one of my chip shots from
Thompson on the return.
80 yards. Let it just stick right there onto the green. Usually in the sand trap. My ball always stays right there in the sand trap. 34-0 Broncos lead. 10:30 to go in the from their own 47. Riley the Broncos. Okay. With 7 minutes to go in this fourth quarter. Schakowsky new into the game. He's a freshman off to the left side. Glowak back to pass, looking right, rolling right, looking left, now passing to the right, and falls incomplete. Intended for Rain. Lind defending.
Brings up a third and about 8 for the Broncos.
Incomplete, and it's 3rd and 8 for International Falls. Homecoming football game for the Golden Bears. There's not really homecoming in 2020. It's stay home during a pandemic, right? Here is Glowak, and the pass complete at the 20-yard line, and knocked down immediately was Tristan Thompson. Sortadal on the tackle.
Tackled by Sortadal. Brings up a 4th and about 1 for the Broncos.
4th and 1 for International Falls. Will they pass on this 4th and 1?
Tackled by Bittman.
Bittman in on that tackle for the Golden Bears. 2nd and 5 for International Falls. Bennett Smith to the left of the quarterback, Ben Glowak. Glowak hands it off to Smith. Smith cuts it upfield inside the 5, close to the goal line. Maybe tackled at the 2.
Brought down at about the 2-yard line. Result of the play is the 1st and goal for the Broncos.
1st and goal, Broncos from the 2-yard line. Smith, hot behind the line of scrimmage, falls forward for a touchdown. Smith, the sophomore, into the game and into the end zone for International Falls, makes it 40-0.
Well, if they make it to the winner, they'll be about 35.
And the Broncos will go for 2 here, leading 40-0. Smith still in the backfield. Now he's off to the right. Pass to the corner of the end zone. Rain calls it in. 2-point conversion pass from Glowak to Rain.
Complete to Rain for the 2-point conversion.
Makes it 42-0 with 4:45 to go in the fourth quarter. Bennett Smith, a 2-yard touchdown run. Cullen Rain, a 2-point pass conversion. 42-0 Broncos lead. They'll have a nice happy drive 100 miles north up 53 this afternoon. Get home for Friday night. What do you do on a Friday night in International Falls? You watch what? Okay. All right. There's a World Series Game 3. Is anyone interested in the Rays Dodgers? No? Come on. Come on. Anyone watch the debate last night? Heard this a lot. Come on. Come on. Maybe they'll just stop. You know, there are other football games. Mesabi East hosts Virginia, although Virginia is the home team of that game. At 7 o'clock this evening, Blue Devils and the Giants. I think that's actually the Virginia homecoming game, too, in Aurora against Mesabi East. Strange. It's a strange year, isn't it? The kickoff fumbled, picked up by Sortadal. Sortadal then gets up to the 35-yard line. And the Golden Bears have 1st and 10 from their own 35. I think they'll mark it at the 36.
We got people waving there.
Off to the right side. Grahek. Trumpetich off to the right. Sickle in the backfield. Lind, the quarterback. The pass completed to Will Bittman. Looked like he wanted to lateral it to a player. Nobody there. Or Troutwine, that's 40, not 46.
Number 34.
And Larson in on the tackle for the Broncos. Gain of about 4. 2nd and 6.
4 on the play brings up a 2nd and 6 for the Golden Bears on their own 40-yard line.
Golden Bears next play on Halloween afternoon in Two Harbors. Broncos next play in the Falls on Friday, October 30th against the Virginia Blue Devils. Couple of receivers, 3 receivers off to the right side. Troutwine, Sortadal, and Trumpetich. Lind takes the snap. Handoff, pitch back. And he's caught behind the line of scrimmage.
Lind is sacked by number 66.
Braden Skifstad. The sack and the celebration. And it's 3rd and long with 2:50 to go in the 4th quarter. 4 sacks on the afternoon. I believe it's 4 sacks for the Broncos defense. Huffnagel had a couple. There was Skifstad that time. 3rd and 21. Sorted all wide right. Sickles in the backfield. Lind's back to pass. Passes off to the left. It's caught.
Pass.
Incomplete. Did they say it hit the ground?
Falls incomplete.
Fell incomplete, makes it 4th and long for the Golden Bears with 2:05 to go in the 4th quarter. Trailing 42-0 to International Fall. Sickle into punt. Tucker Hell standing at his own 38-yard line. Hell racing over to his right. He'll slip and fall, and the ball will stop at the 36-yard line.
Punt at the Bronco 36-yard line where they'll take over 1st and 10.
1st and 10 for the Broncos from their own 36, leading 42-0. Falls cheerleaders in a celebratory mood down on the sideline. Here's the snap, the handoff to Smith. Smith bowls his way across the 40, stopped at the 43.
Smith on the carry.
Sorted all with the tackle.
Sortadal on the tackle for the Golden Bears.
And clock running under a minute. One more play ought to do it, and the Broncos will head north. The Golden Bears will head home. And I haven't seen the other team. Yeah, there's another game. Greenway, Nashua, Keewatin. The bus just rolled up. They play Two Harbors here in a few minutes. There's a run up the right sideline by the Broncos. Kalen Murray, a freshman.
Kalen Murray on the carry.
And with the clock running and 19 seconds to go, for the Mountain Iron Buhl Ranger football field. International Falls 42, Eveleth Gilbert nothing. Golden Bear volleyball Monday evening against Chisholm right here on these channels. Thanks for tuning in. Hope you tune in for that. 42-0 Broncos win. Have yourself a great weekend, everybody. Good night.